It is good. Jake Bates. Throwing right side. And it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my. Making his presence felt. 1 play. 60 yards. 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. Sunday Night Football. The Lions and the Chiefs. Kickoff is moments away. But this is the 3rd game we're live with today. And there is a chance it's the best. I don't know. This game is going to be an interesting one. I'm excited to see this Lions team in action. And going against a Chiefs team that is looking to claw on to something for this year. This has potential. This has potential. But we shall see as we await the opening kick. Yeah, there's Aiden Hutchinson, who might be, I think it's the favorite. I know he's favored for DPOY. I wouldn't be shocked if he's also the favorite for Comeback Player of the Year. But we shall see. Again, kickoff is moments away. Yeah, the Lions are coming off of back-to-back divisional titles. First time in Super Bowl era. It's still crazy to think that's the case. But they're still dealing with quite a few injuries in that secondary. God. The Lions just cannot avoid injuries, huh? They're still dealing with a good chunk of injuries in that secondary. We'll see how much it matters today. We'll see how much it matters. Oh, there's Jared Allen getting the crowd hyped. So he got the crowd hyped in Minnesota earlier this year. Now he's getting the crowd hyped in KC. I imagine he'll make his way to Carolina at some point as well. Oh no, or was it Chicago where he played? Am I confusing him with someone else? Oh, he played in Chicago and Carolina. Okay, so I was correct. Cool. The Lions will get ball first in this one. They're back to send this one. They're back waiting to return this. Amongst the return men is Jacob Sailors, St. Louis Battlehawk legend from the past few years. It's great to see that he has gotten a role with this Lions team as a return man. Hopefully he can break through that running back room, but it's a great running back room. As kickoff is underway, going to be returned beginning from inside the 5. That's Craig Reynolds up past the 25 and break it off tackles down the right side, but gets tripped up. Tripped up to the 29. And out comes Jared Goff taking the field. Let's see. Goff under center. Under center, a back behind him. That 3 receiving options to the left. First play of the game is going to be a handoff up the middle for Jahmyr Gibbs. Going to get to about the 33. All right, not bad. So Goff under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. And yeah, I did pick the Lions to win this game. The give right side to Gibbs is going to get maybe a yard, so a 3rd and 5 coming up. Yeah, I did pick the Lions to win. All right, 3rd and 5. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Tight end sent in motion as Goff will look to throw. Quick pass left side caught by Sam Laporta. There's room. A 1st down and more, down to about the 45. All right. Solid start to this drive so far. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10 from the 45. To give up the middle, and that is Jahmyr Gibbs for a gain of roughly 4. Okay. If this Lions offense can play this style of just, killing clock a ton, I think they can be in a good spot today. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side, going to be caught along the sideline by Jameson Williams. And that's a gain of 7, enough for a 1st down. Okay. Yeah, I really like how the Lions offense plays. As Goff under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball just past the 45 at the 44, looking to throw once again. Pass right side, going to be caught and has plenty of room. That's Jameson Williams, who even tries to hurdle there to no avail. But it's still going to be a first down nonetheless. I believe inside the 30 at near the 26. Near the 28, 27. But this Lions offense is moving the ball really well right now. So Goff under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion left to right as they're going to hand this off to Amon-Ra St. Brown right side. And going to fall forward for about a yard, maybe 2. All right, the 2nd and 8. Goff under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on the 27, man in motion, going to hand this off left side for Jahmyr Gibbs. Has room, gets to about the 20 before being brought down. A 3rd and 1 coming up. We'll say that this Lions offense hasn't totally missed a beat. Yeah, that week 1 game was rough, but since then they've been playing Lion football. Goff under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. A 3rd and 2, going to hand this off up the middle. That's Jahmyr Gibbs fighting his way, and he will just barely get the first down. Inside the 20, near the 18.5 yard line, will be enough for the first. Nine and a half to play in this first quarter. They are doing a great job at killing this clock. Goff in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, ball on about the 18. Looking to throw, pressure comes quick. Pass left side, going to be a hook and ladder. Jahmyr Gibbs up past the 15, near the 10 before getting out of bounds. Initial pass was caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they hook and ladder it with Jahmyr Gibbs. Getting some trickery on the opening drive here. And the Lions are going to be near the 10-yard line. Okay, just saying he stepped out of bounds near the 15. So Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. 8.5 to play in the first quarter. Play clock winding down. Man in motion as Goff is going to hand this off to Gibbs left side. Has room to get inside the 10 and falling forward. Might be enough for a first down. If not, it's 3rd and inches. And they're going to give him the first. So 1st and goal from the 8.5 yard line coming up. Lions moving the ball really well to begin this game. Like, really well movement. So Goff under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. As Goff is going to hand this off to Gibbs once again. Inside the 5 and down to the 4. They've been running the ball a lot this drive, and I am here for it. If you're going to find success in the NFL this year, you need to be able to run the ball effectively, and that is the Lions' MO. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off as Goff hands this off up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to get down to the 1. So a 3rd and goal coming up. Third and goal. 6.5 to play in the first. They have killed over half of the first quarter already. Actually, staying ball into 2. Goff under center. They're in the T form. A back behind him and 2 tight ends as well. They give to Gibbs up the middle, trying to fight his way. He's going to be just short. Ball on the half-yard line. 4th and goal coming up. Run it again. I was about to put in Montgomery this time. He's a little bit more of a power guy. But yeah, it's 4th and goal from the half-yard line. You go for it. Just straight up, you go for it. Yep, so Goff under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, 4th and goal. Play clock winding down. Play action looking to throw. Goff rolling right. Passing just going to spike this one in the dirt. At the feet of David Montgomery. There was some clear miscommunication going on before that snap. Oh, the Lions actually called the timeout. They got the timeout off in time. I don't hate that. There's some clear confusion going on before the snap. And because it's a 4th down play, you want to make sure that it gets ran properly. So 5:28 to play in the first quarter. It's 4th and goal from the half-yard line. I imagine they're still going to keep the offense on the field. This is the Lions we're talking about. Yep. Goff under center. Back behind him, a tight end in the backfield as well. They're going Wildcat now. Pass to Goff, left side. He catches it and fights his way in. It's a receiving touchdown for Jared Goff. And the Lions get on the board first. Some trickery on the opening drive and some trickery to cap off a 15-play, 71-yard drive. They have Goff go under center, then motion him out wide to run a receiver screen with him. And he finds a way to hang on to that pass and bulldoze his Amon-Ra St. Brown and Trent McDuffie to get into the end zone. And that's how the opening drive gets capped off. I'm here for it. I am here for it. David Montgomery now has back-to-back weeks with a passing touchdown. That is a great play call. The refs are discussing something. Oh, there's a penalty down. It's illegal motion on the Lions. Because Goff was never said. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's boo. Being a buzzkill, aren't we? Did he move up the field at all? No. What? Why? Why is that illegal shift? Okay, but now because of that, out comes Jake Bates in the field goal unit. Wait, why is that an illegal shift? That's okay. Oh, the offense is now back on the field. What's going on with this drive? It's 4th and goal from, I think, the 5-yard line. The play clock's winding down. They're not even close to breaking the whole. What's happening? What is actually happening here? And now there's a delay of game on the Lions. What just happened? So now out comes Jake Bates in the field goal unit because it's 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. I have no idea what just happened. What? Hey, those naps are important. All right, a 28-yard kick from the left hash for Jake Bates, Michigan Panther legend. Sadly, that franchise does not exist anymore for the time being. Hopefully, they come back. But Bates on to put the Lions on the board. Kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So after all the chaos and the theatrics, the Lions score on their opening drive. It's 3-0. That was a 15-play. That was a 15-play drive. And there's 5:20 to play in the first quarter. That was the opening drive of the game. The Chiefs offense has not seen the field yet. It's been about 10 minutes of game time. I love the Lions. I love the Lions. And that's a great opening drive. That's exactly what you wanted to happen. I'm not sure the last time I had a consistent sleep schedule. It's gonna need to be that way though soon. But for now, I'm chilling with how it is. Yeah, I don't get because there's that long period of time where like the Dolphins and the Lions were near identical franchises. And obviously when Dan Campbell got brought on, that's when the split happened. But I've also always liked the Lions Brandon. To be fair, I also like the Bengals. I just honestly the thing is just big cats. Honestly, those are the best snaps. When you're just chilling in bed, like watching a YouTube video or something, and all of a sudden you wake up 4 hours later. Like those are the best. As we're just coming back from commercial break. And we wait the Chiefs' first drive of the game. The Lions just had an opening drive that spanned 14 minutes and like 39 seconds. Because of course they did. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Up past the 20-25 and down to near the 30-31-ish. And out comes this Chiefs offense for the first time tonight. All right, so Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left, going to hand this off right side for Isaiah Pacheco. He gets about a yard, maybe 2. Yeah. I know, like there's moments last year. Typically, when I don't go live with a 4 o'clock game, which has happened once this season so far, I'll sneak in a nap there. But no, my naps are saved for like Saturday, Friday and Saturday, because I have like nothing going on those days. Pass right side can be caught by Travis Kelce. He makes 2 men miss, bounces off some defenders, and works his way past a 45, down to near the 47. Is that from which win graphic is that from? Because I know he did the one against Arizona. Did he do one again for this week? Mahomes looking to throw in 1st and 10. Rolled in right, pass right, caught by Juju, and he has room. The 35-25, and finally stood up and brought down near the 24. That's Brian Branch on the tackle. All right. Oh, he did one for this week as well? I'll need to find it at some point. I'm sure I'll see it at some point tonight. All right, Mahomes under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off left side for Pacheco, who's going to have room. 20-15 and out of bounds at the 13. No, you don't need to. Again, I'll see it at some point. I always see all the teams win graphics throughout the day. Okay. Oh yeah, also I forgot to change the latency setting. Typically, I have the streams at ultra low latency. That's not the case tonight. Because I messed up. Gonna hand this off left side for Isaiah Pacheco. Going to get about 2 on the play. All right, 2nd and 8. Mahomes under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Trying to buy some time and just going to throw this one away incomplete. So a 3rd and 8 coming up. All right, 3rd and 8. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming. Stepping up, going to take it himself. And brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 6-yard line when he needed the 3. And the Chiefs have a choice to make here with a minute 45 to play in the quarter. Are they going to keep the offense on the field? It seems like they will. If you're the Lions, the key thing is to just not jump. Okay, yeah, that is a great win graphic. That is a great win graphic for the Seahawks. I like how they're getting creative with it. Mahomes looking to throw in 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Quick pass right side, caught by Xavier Worthy. And he is in. Touchdown Chiefs. They take the early-ish lead. But they're on top, penning the extra point. An 8-play, 70-yard drive. That gets capped off with a pretty relatively risky 4th down try, but it works wonders. Yeah, too much space there for Worthy. The extra point, he missed it. Wow. That is a terrible miss by Harrison Butker. Hooked that thing wide left. Okay, it's a 3-point game still. That is an uncharacteristic miss for Harrison Butker. That thing was just hooked. Yeah, that's a shocking miss there. Nah, he didn't. Yeah, Cam Little missed both of his kicks today. Which, I mean, that's a fine thing. He's a young guy. He's a young kicker. He'll bounce back. Yeah, I mean, once this game's done, I'm probably gonna quickly record Dolphins post game, and then I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna go to bed. I love, it's great to be able to watch football like this all day, but man, I'm still tired. It's part of it is I don't do energy drinks or stuff like that. The closest I get to like caffeinated drink is diet soda that I have like during the 4 o'clock game. But that does not energize me the same way like I'm sure like a coffee would. But I can't have those. I don't want to have those. Yep, still at commercial break. All right, just exiting commercial break here. The Chiefs are about to send this one down. Yes, so I mean it just doesn't energize me at all. Does it even have caffeine in it? No, that's one. Or it does. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it's just not a lot of caffeine in this. Kickoff returned up. Kickoff return beginning from about the 8. It's up to about the 29. Yeah, there's some caffeine in it, but yeah, it's never been like enough caffeine to really keep me going. Obviously, if I drink it at like 10 p.m. and I plan to go to bed at noon, then yeah, then it'll have a little bit of an effect. But I'm still able to go to bed decently well. Goff under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Tight end sent in motion. They're going to toss this left side for David Montgomery. He gets past the 30 to the 32 for a gain of 3. And one more play is needed before the end of the first quarter. I'm actually not sure. I don't know the caffeine stuff. I just compare it to like a cup of coffee. It's about a third of a cup of coffee. It's a decent bit. Goff to throw in 2nd and 7. Has time. Pass over the middle is caught. Pass midfield. past the 45 and down to the 42. That's Sam Laporta on the reception. There's always a chance for a tie. But also, like, a cup of coffee, I don't think it's 12 fluid ounces. I think it's a little bit more. So yeah, it's not a lot. If that's the end of the first quarter, 15 minutes in the books. And for as much as, for the fact that the Chiefs are up by 3 right now, I would still say this is the Lions game. They had that great opening drive to the game. And it seems like that their offense is not going to be an issue tonight. It's going to come down to that defense. We have at commercial break for the end of the first quarter. Yeah, exactly. That's how most of like most of like that kind of stuff works. Because if you run off of just pure caffeine with nothing else, you're gonna have an insane energy crash, and it's just not gonna last that long. Same thing with like the sugar rushes and stuff. Those can be a bit insane as well. We have still that commercial break. Yeah, you can't just run on highs. When does the NBA season start again? This October 21st. That next week? Yeah. I wanted to upload Friday instead. I do want to make a video on the Eagles offense. I'll see how I feel. And yeah, nah, because it's gonna be a tough weekend to try and get an NBA stream out there. We'll see. I do kind of want to cover the NBA season this year, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Hand off to David Montgomery, right side, first play of the quarter. He's gonna get enough for a first down, and up near what's that? The 29, maybe 39. Couldn't quite see what the yards marked there. Yeah, near the 29. Yeah, exactly. No, the basketball season begins next week. All the preseason's going on right now. I know the Heat play tomorrow for the preseason. Handoff right side for David Montgomery on 1st and 10. He's going to get past the 25 to the 22-ish. Yeah, it begins October 21st is when the NBA season begins. So, like, I might try and do something related to that because I do have, one of my friends is more into the NBA and more knowledgeable about it than I am. So like he would join on for those kind of stuff, but I'm just not sure if this is the year to do it. Goff under center, going to play action and look to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown going to get a yard. No, yeah, they're still a good team. They're still a playoff team consistently. I wouldn't say they're like incredible, but no, they're a solid like above 500, like 44 to 50 win team. Yeah. Goff in shotgun back to his left, two receivers to each side, looking to throw in 3rd and 3. Has some time, pass over the middle, is caught inside the 10 to 5. Jameson Williams, pinball in his way. It's a touchdown for the Lions. There we go. Lions retake the lead on a 6-play, 71-yard drive. That's a great drive. You go from that 15-play drive in the first quarter to now a 6-play drive. The Lions are able to move the ball any way they want, and the Chiefs left way too much space over the middle. NBA season has 82 games. So does the NHL, but the NHL is actually changing that. The NHL is looking to go to 84 games soon, which I won't be opposed of. Yeah. The NBA plays 82 games. It's still nowhere near baseball, but it's a good chunk of games. That's why I want to find a way to watch the Panthers in the NHL, but I'm not like thirsting for it because they do play on national TV quite a bit this year. And also, I will be back in South Florida soon, so I'll be able to watch them more regularly there. Kickoff. Extra point is up and good. It's a 4-point Lions lead. Yeah, and most people, I mean, you have like the real diehard fans or like really committed NBA fans that watch like all 82 games of their respective team. I'm just like, if the Heat are on national TV, I'll put it on in the background, but I'm not like fiending for Miami Heat basketball, especially not this season. As we're going to a commercial break, it's the 17 game season is the 17 game season makes it so every single game has insane amount of importance compared to an 82 game season where if you have a small skid, you can bounce back pretty easily. Two, the fact that every single game is on national TV, either CBS, Fox, NBC, and all those. And also, it's just good. It's just fun to watch. It's high intensity. It is consistent, like high intensity action. And it's like people like watching other people beat the shit out of each other. I mean, that's why boxing was so popular for a while. That's why the WWE is successful. People like seeing that intensity. Which is why hockey should be a lot more successful, but they've been marketing that terribly the past decade plus. Yeah, they know how to make a good TV show, and that's a great way to put it. Because it's the history of the NFL is so fascinating to me. I read a book on it a few years ago at this point. It's called what was it called? I think it's called The League: How Six Rivals Made the NFL. And it talks about kind of that mindset of, George Preston Marshall, for as much as of a scumbag as he was as a person, he viewed football and the NFL as an entertainment league and used that to build a popularity entering World War II, which then exploded the NFL in popularity because of its high intensity. I might do a video on like the early years of the NFL because it's so fascinating to me. As we're just coming back from commercial break. All right, Jake Bates on, set to send this one down. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 2-yard line. Up past the 25, past the 30, and down to about the 31. It actually does remind me. I know that they're playing on Friday, but I don't think I'll be able to go to that game. So when is their next? There's a local hockey team near me that I want to go to a game, or I want to go to a few more games this year. Oh, they play next Friday. Okay. Mahomes in shotgun, looking to throw in first down. Has some time, pump faking, trying to escape. Breaks off one sack, throwing left side that's caught near midfield, and that's Hollywood Brown. Gets tagged down at midfield, and there's that Mahomes magic. God, that ticket's expensive, though. And I can't really afford to go to a Tuesday showing or a Tuesday game. I'll figure out when to go to a game this year. I want to go before Thanksgiving. I'll look into that later. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side, going to be caught by Noah Gray. Gets up past the 45 to about the 44. All right. Hey, Collinsworth. Cincinnati Bengals legend right there. They have a... That's a weird scheduling. What? And we're heading to a commercial break now. I'm assuming for an injury timeout. I'm getting a little bit too distracted right now. Oh yeah, it's Kirby Joseph was slow to get up on that play. That's a tough loss for this Lions defense. They keep losing secondary pieces. Yeah, and the... What was I gonna say? Okay, it's good for consumers, but then you have like all the whole like, oh, this game's on Amazon Prime, this game's on Peacock, this game's on Netflix, this game's on NFL Network, and all that. The good thing is those local markets typically do still get the game on their respective channels, but still. And then also like you have the whole discussion surrounding Thursday Night Football and how much longer could that realistically last because of the injury rates. But I think that's not a question for a few years probably. I would imagine if they want to make the NFL an 18 game season, 18 or 20 game season, then there'll be the discussions about getting rid of Thursday Night Football. Yeah, and I don't blame you for that. Like I'm because the Christmas games are on Netflix. I think I still have Netflix. I do not watch TV basically. I have I have a way. I have the YouTube TV and stuff to watch the NFL and other sports, but I do not watch general TV much. So I do not know what streaming services I have access to or not. I have to figure that out. I'll figure that out by Christmas. Oh yeah, and majority of people do think that. But the issue comes in with just the corporate side of things. And that's always gonna stand in the way to some degree. But it's like if you want people to have more primetime slots. Mahomes rolling left side, gonna take it himself and be brought down for a gain of a yard. Like tonight, for example, the NHL has one game going tonight. And you mean to tell me you couldn't get that on ESPN? I know, because you're playing preseason basketball. Put it on ESPN too. Mainly because I don't have the NHL network, and I wish I did. But come on. Yeah. Yeah, and that too. It's the corporate side of everything sucks. Handoff up the middle for Kareem Hunt. He's going to get stood up a yard shy. So a 4th down coming up for the Chiefs. But it's also why like these streams are nice because again, not everyone has access to all the games and stuff. So it's a way to watch it or yeah, to keep up with it. All right, a 4th and 1. The offense is staying on the field. Handoff up the middle for a fullback dive to Kareem Hunt, and he'll get enough for a 1st down. Down to about the 37. Oh, it's Kirby Joseph. Yeah, he is being helped to walk on the sideline. That's a tough injury for the Lions defense. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, Mahomes under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. A toss right side, going to be a double reverse flea flicker, as Mahomes will look to keep it himself along the right side. Slides down and should be enough for a first, a gain of roughly 10. Both teams are pulling out all the stops on their playbooks in this game. And we're not even halfway through. Yeah, I'm here for it. I mean, no, yeah, Kelsey would have gotten open there. And Mahomes had the time in the pocket. Handoff up the middle for Isaiah Pacheco is going to only handoff up the middle for Isaiah Pacheco is only going to get a yard. There we go. 2nd and 9 coming up. $8:40 to play in the first half. I've ruling in a gain of 2, so even then I was right. Damn, the Heat are 0-4 in the preseason right now. That's crazy. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Step into his left and ball comes loose. It's a fumble and picked up by Mahomes. Falls on it. I was so ready to say picked up by the Lions. A strip sack and it's a 3rd and long coming up for the Chiefs. Well, that was Aiden Hutchinson forcing that ball loose. I think the idea is because fleas are so small, just by simply flicking them, you could kill them. But also, I'm not sure why it's called flea flicker in the first place. I need to look into that. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 18. A dump off right side to Juju Smith-Schuster. Going to get inside the 25 and down to about the 19. He gets 17 when he needs 18. And the Chiefs could go for this here, realistically. Inside the 20. It's only a 4th and 1. They're at least going to keep the offense on the field to try and get the Lions to jump. Yeah. I'm sure there's some meaning behind the name. All right, 4th and 1, 7 minutes to play in the half, and we're going to have the Chiefs calling their first time out. Oh, of course it's a University of Illinois coach who created it. Okay, yeah, here's the reading. Inspired by the quick flicking motion of a dog getting rid of its fleas. So there's some merit to it. But yeah, it's still there's a ton of plays with weird names like that, so I'm not like too off kilter by it. But also, of course, he's a University of Illinois player or coach who came up with it. All right, 4th and 1. Offense is staying on the field. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. It's a 4th and about 1.5 yards. Mahomes rolling right, looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass right side is incomplete. Looking for Xavier Worthy, but the great coverage has the ball hitting the ground. And the Lions defense makes the stand. Yeah. But again, like, there's so many weird play names like hook and ladder, which is a fun. Which I do like that. I do like the hook and ladder play. I do kind of get it when you like have it drawn out, but still. Hook and ladder, smash, carry is another one. You have the stick concept. You have mesh. Yeah. Levels, which again makes sense when it's drawn out. Yeah, we're at commercial break. We make sure I know who. That was Thomas Harper who batted that ball away on the 4th down. All right, let's see what the Lions. We'll see what the Lions can do. That I should not be laughing at that. All right, at commercial break still. They're taking their time with this commercial break. Jeez. But Jalen Ramsey making plays for the Steelers is just the most obvious thing that's going to happen this season. All right, Goff under center, back and fullback behind him, going to hand this off right side for Jahmyr Gibbs, and has room for a gain of about 5 up to the 25. There you go, showing a replay of that 4th down try from Kansas City. And I get the idea of going for it. Play call was but I still get the idea. I think it's because YouTube has top chat and live chat. So certain messages don't come up in top chat for some reason. Give up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna get maybe a yard. Or it could just be that it didn't send through because internet and all that stuff. The craziness that is online. Goff in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 4. Going to look to throw. Has some time, stepping up, rolling left. Going to take it himself. That's enough for a first down and gets down near the 34-yard line. Under 5.5 to play in the first half. No, I'm really hoping this Seattle-Toronto series goes 5. Or goes 7, I mean. I feel like that'd be a great series to watch. Maybe. YouTube AI does not like taking context into effect, no matter what. Handoff up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he has room for a first down past the 45 and near the 47. That could be the case as well. Yeah, the way YouTube like tries to filter stuff, it's annoying, but it's still better than Twitch. Like Twitch for streaming, it's more streamlined, but it's also like some of their policies are just annoying to deal with. And also it's not really a spot for like sports streaming, it's more so for like video games and stuff. Handoff right side on 1st and 10. He finds a way to bounce off and break through. Jahmyr Gibbs gets 6 there. He got lost amongst everyone there for a sec. Well, yeah. But but YouTube has been using some form of AI and algorithm for years now, and it has never been. It's never been good. It's never been good. Goff under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, 2nd and 4. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's gonna spike this at the feet near David Montgomery. Chiefs blew that play up well. 3rd and 4 coming up. Yeah, you never know if a flea is watching stream. I mean, it's because some people do watch streams with their pets, so you never know. A flea might be on there just hiding. Who's up YouTube with mine? I wish. There's so many moments where I'm just like, YouTube needs to just stop what they're trying to do. 3rd and 4, handoff up the middle to David Montgomery. He's going to spin his way just past the 45 to the 44, but not enough for a first down. But still, they find themselves in no man's land. I mean, not really. They have Jake Bates. He has a great leg. He can probably hit from here. But it's 4th and 2, 3 minutes to play in the half. It's the Detroit Lions. The offense is staying on the field. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. A 4th and 2 from the 44. Play clock winding down. Goff looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass over the middle is dropped. Looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Wasn't the greatest of throws, but still one that he normally catches. Nonetheless, his Chiefs ball with some pretty good starting field position. Yeah, that's one. St. Brown should have caught that. I mean, it's always funny when it's like because context matters so much in stream chats and like Discord chats and VCs and whatnot. They're like most algorithms and AIs don't typically try and take in context for some things, and it's just funny whenever I see something get flagged for stuff, and I'm like, dude, in the context, it makes complete sense and it's completely normal. Yep, add commercial break. Speaking of anything. Yep. Yep, select commercial break. Exactly. It is always funny when it's like when you know, for most people, like most outside people to a friend group, when they like when they see an interaction between like two really close friends, and 90% of the time is just them talking shit, or like just like in it, or just like saying stuff that like in any other context, maybe not the best of thing to say to someone, but they know that it's out of place of love and friendship. It's great. There's years worth of quotes between me and my friends of just like, damn, you really did say that, huh? It's always taken out of context. That's the one time where I'm like, out of context is fine. If it's a like a if you and friends have like a quote book, that's where the out of context stuff belongs. Mahomes under center, back behind him. Three receiving options to the left. Looking to throw a dump off left side for a halfback screen, is going to lose a yard. Trying to get Isaiah Pacheco going there, but unable to. And that might be the final play before the 2-minute warning. We'll see how much time is left. The Chiefs don't need to don't need to run another play here, but they will. Mahomes in shotgun, looking to throw. Pass right side is going to be caught by Hollywood Brown. He went up and got that near the 43, past midfield, and that's going to most likely bring us to the 2-minute warning. Clock is stopped briefly because he went out of bounds. Yep, 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Chiefs looking to retake the lead. The Chiefs also get ball to begin the second half. So they have a great opportunity here to potentially double up. We're going to a commercial break. I'll quickly be right back. All right, I'm back. Still at commercial break. Still at commercial break. 2-minute warning here from Kansas City. Chiefs get ball to begin the second half. They currently have ball past midfield. If they can just get any type of points here, they're feeling fine. Good chance to double up. Put some pressure on this Lions team. All right, Mahomes in shotgun. Back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Mahomes going to hand this off right side for Pacheco. Going to bounce off one defender, but be stood up at the 40. Only a gain of 2. And clock will run. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught by Kelsey and will be enough for a first down up near the 32. A minute and a half to play in the first half. And the clock continues to run. First and 10. Mahomes in shotgun. Back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw once again. Mahomes with time. Pass right side is going to be well off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Xavier Worthy. He misses him by about 15 yards. And there's a minute to play in the half. Second and 10. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, going to be dropped. Looking for Travis Kelsey. Couldn't hang on to a bad pass. And it's 3rd and 10. If the Lions can make the stand, they could definitely get points before the half. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. How am I doing so far through this? I don't think I'm doing too terrible. Mahomes looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Pass right side. Going to be off the mark and incomplete. Oh, come on. That better be. That's not DPI. That is uncatchable. If you were going to call defensive holding, that would make more sense. That is not DPI. That ball is 5 yards overthrown. That's not DPI. If you call defensive holding, that makes more sense. That is not DPI. Because that is an uncatchable pass. The correct call there is defensive holding, not DPI. Either way, 1st and 10 from the 18. Mahomes in shotgun. Play action looking to throw. Pass right side is caught inside the 5 and down to the 1 for Travis Kelsey. That's wow. That's just wow. Oh yeah, that's how you're handling it. Yeah, that's impressive then. What am I at this week? I'm 8-4 so far this week. I'll take that. Considering that the Eagles kind of blew things, and I always pick Miami, and I went off the wall with Tennessee, I'll take 8-4 so far. Yeah, you did tell me about the doc a little bit earlier on in the season. But the Lions will call their second time out. Yeah, this situationship with the refs, man, it's something. But yeah, well, always keep your docs like that. Always keep them handy. I still have a doc from last year that discusses like football team quality that I'm just holding on to for stuff. Like I plan to use it for another video at some point because it has like blank years in there. But like I've used that for school projects at this point, and it's helped wonders. Mahomes rolling right, gonna take it himself, and he gets in for 6, but there's a penalty marker down. Mahomes seems very confident this is on the Lions, but we'll see. Yep, it's offsides on Detroit. So the Chiefs get 6. They retake the lead before the half. 37 seconds to play. That is still plenty of time, though, for Detroit. That is still plenty of time. Yeah. I would do something like that, but I don't know, because it's weekly videos and stuff, I just keep it to simple weekly stuff. And they're taking matchups like 2 days before I probably should. Extra point is up and good. Like I'm sure I probably would have gotten more correct throughout the season if predictions went up on like Friday instead of Wednesday, but it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the Chiefs left a little package for ref. Yeah. Because I might try and do something similar for the UFL. That's part of the reason why I really like also covering the UFL is because it allows me to experiment a bit with covering football. So I might try and do something. I might try and do that there and see how that plays out. Because like I have ideas for how to do like power rankings and predictions and all that, but I don't like testing them with the NFL because people know what to expect from NFL coverage. So if I'm gonna test something out, I want it to be on a league that kind of welcomes the experimentation. Like the whole thing with like the highlights during power rankings, I did that first in this past UFL season. And I have more plans to experiment stuff with the UFL for the streams for next year. I'm excited. I'm excited for. I'll need to get those situated though soon, probably. Yeah, because it would take time to figure out. Yep, still at commercial break. All right. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5. It's up past the 25, past the 30 to about the 32. All right, 32-yard line, 33 seconds. I don't know the direction of the wind. If the wind is at their back, they really just need like the 45-yard line for field goal range. And even if it's not, I mean, you get inside the 40, you get inside the 45, you're feeling good with Jake Bates. Goff in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Yeah, they're gonna need probably about 25 yards. Goff looking to throw. Pass right side, caught by Sam Laporta, gonna get out of bounds after a gain of 5. 28 seconds to play. Yeah, because it's the Bengals Packers fans react stuff. All right, Goff and shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Under 30 seconds to play in the half. What do you got in store here? Goff looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught by St. Brown, but only gets up to the 40. And we're going to have a timeout called before third down. The Lions will call their last. That's not great. You need about 20 yards. 15. You need about 15, 20 yards for decent field goal range. You can definitely get it, but you're gonna need to get it. You're gonna need to get it in the next play or two. You only have 22 seconds left. You have no timeouts remaining. The last thing you want is to go fire drill with this. Which I guess there is a world where you would have to. So Goff and shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Need about 15, 20 yards. Play clock winding down. Goff looking to throw. Stepping up, rolling right. Pass right side is well off the mark and incomplete. I think he was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs, but he terribly missed that pass. So now it's 4th and 2. You're down by 3, so you don't want to give the Chiefs a chance to extend this lead. So out comes the field goal unit. Yeah, I think he was expecting Gibbs to keep turning up field, but instead he bounced out. Because, you needed the sideline. Anyway, out comes John Fox and the punting unit. Punt comes off clean. And fair caught at about the 10. I mean, 10 seconds with 2 timeouts. In theory, the Chiefs can get field goal range, but nah, I think they're just going to need this one at halftime. Oh, it's Kirby Joseph back in the game. Yeah. All right, that's big for the Lions defense. I'm shocked he was good to go after what we saw. But yep, the Chiefs are just going to get this to halftime, up by 3. They get ball to begin the second half. They are sitting brilliantly. But it is halftime. Yeah, the Chiefs are sitting real nice. Yep, at the half. There we go. I love those Carolina uniforms. The all blues. The all blues and the black helmets. Those Panthers uniforms are nice. Welcome back. Yeah, we just reached halftime. Was that an aerial shot of downtown Kansas City? I don't think they have a basketball stadium there. They might actually. I don't know. Oh yeah, because that might be used for. Yeah, that might be used for like. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be used for Kansas or Kansas State or whatever. I like them. I don't know. There's too many. There's too many just black uniforms in the NFL. Like you have those colors for a reason. Use them a bit. It's a great alternate. Obviously, if they use it every single game, it might get a bit stale. But no, I like them for the like 2-3 games they wear them for. Contrast could definitely help. Yeah. maybe like maybe like a little bit bigger of a black stripe along the sides. Maybe. But to be fair, I'm also a massive fan of like the 2010s blue uniforms of the Panthers. Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. I could see that one of the pants to be a different color. I get that. Damn, the Mariners are up by when did when did the Mariners take the lead? Hold on. The Capitals won 1-0 tonight. Cool. Oh, in this inning. Nice. Okay. Mhm. Damn, Hawaii. Wait, Hawaii is at 5-2. Hold on. They're a game. They're half a game back from being in the Mountain West Conference Championship. I would love to see that. Yeah. I feel the same way about baseball where I'm like the Marlins ended up having a really solid season, but I just don't care. Like it's like sure, like it's nice to see the Marlins have success, but I doubt I end up going to a lot of games when I'm when if I move down south like more permanently, or when I get down south more permanently. Yeah, I just I don't know, baseball is just boring to me. Like it has that same like scoring like it has that same like scoring style and scoring theme as hockey, but hockey has the intensity to it with all the hits and even hell of a lot of shots. And I just know for a fact I would not be able to sit through a pitcher's duel the same way I could sit through a goalie matchup in hockey. I used to play baseball when I was younger because at that age I played everything. But yeah, it's just not it's not entertaining to me. I can't sit through an entire baseball game. Now like having it on in the background, sure, I'm cool with that. But like as the main focal point, I can't no. Yeah, fair, yeah. I mean like there's definitely ways that baseball can be entertaining like MLB. MLB the show is always fun. Where again like like having it on in the background, I can find some entertainment in that, but for the most part, uh, I find it so funny that there's been like three different key stats of the night with like Mahomes being the fastest at 300 passing touchdown. This Drake May stat they just showed at the half. The one name that's constant throughout all of this like the QB stats they have shown tonight is Dan Marino. Like man, if you put Dan Marino in today's game, it's not even close. Who's the one who? It's not even close compared to what things can be. You put Dan Marino in this Miami offense, they are smoking teams. I mean, yeah, the O line still isn't great, but Marino, like prime Marino, he had he had good pocket presence, decent mobility. That insanely fast release, like he would be just fine in this offense. Yep, still at halftime. Still at the half. Hey, it works. I was just having before this stream, I had like a quick dinner, and part of it was just like strands of like strands of chicken, or like the turkey slices you get at the deli. It was stuff like that. And anything that gets a little bit of food, it's fine right now. Because like I'll just eat tomorrow in the morning for breakfast. I'll have like a proper breakfast and stuff, so I'm fine. Yep, at commercial break, waiting for the start of the second half. Yeah, we will see. Second half should be on the way here shortly. Actually, there might be one more halftime segment. I forget how NBC does it. We will see what's. So some of these shows they have commercials for are just. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, that explains why that commercial, why that trailer did not feel right. that, that, yeah, okay, that title really opened. Yep, okay, cool. That explains so much. Why are they making that? Are people really asking for that? Whatever. I mean, I guess there's the that Netflix show did do pretty well, huh? Yeah, I guess there is a world for more technically serious. Was that? Can you even call that a serial killer documentary? No, but still, yeah. So stuff like that. There's a world for it, I guess. I don't know. Still at commercials. Okay. I mean, I know it's kind of like that time of the year and all, but do we really need this many commercials? I feel like I'm watching Fox UFL games with the amount of commercials there are. All right, just coming out of all those commercials. And the second half kickoff will be on the way here shortly. The Chiefs get ball to begin the second half, up by 3. And have to be feeling pretty damn good about how they've been playing in this one. All right. Third quarter has arrived. Yeah, Lions have 92 rushing yards in that first half. I mean, they have to be feeling good. They're down by 3, but they have still been playing some really solid football. Wait, career high for rushing touchdowns in the season for Mahomes is 4, and he already has that through 6 weeks. What? Why do I not believe that? I mean, NBC is showing it, so it most likely is true. But really, 4 rushing touchdown is a career high. Second half kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 5. Trying to find space down the right side. Will be brought down past the 15 at the 17. There we go. Oh, yeah. 4 is the high. Wow, that's okay. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. Quick throw left side caught by Brashard Smith. Gonna get about 9 on the play. Yeah, 2nd and inches. Mahomes under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle for Isaiah Pacheco. Gonna get past the 35 and down to the 37. Gets a fresh set of downs for the Chiefs. All right. So 1st and 10. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side, caught from Noah Gray. Has room past midfield, past the 45 and down to the 44. Yeah, this has not been going. It is not the opening drive you wanted. You were kind of hoping that if this Lions defense can make a proper stand here. I mean, if you hold them to a field goal, only down by 6, they're still feeling fine. But yeah, this defense is Mahomes rolling to his right, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Gonna shovel this forward, and that's incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco, but he couldn't hang on to the shovel pass. And it's a 2nd and 10 coming up. Okay, I have no idea how that happened. That should be good now. I see. How in the... Anyway, Hollywood Brown's gonna get a touchdown here. I have no idea how that happened. That's okay. Oh yeah, it was a receiver screen for Hollywood Brown that puts the Lions up more. That was weird. Extra point. It is up, and it's a 10-point Chief lead. All right. No idea how that happened. Because I guess I might have accidentally closed something, but even if this is closed, it has still should work. I have no idea. The joys of running stream off of a old laptop that can't stay charged for more than 2 hours. Yeah, but that's the first technical difficulty in a long while, so I'll take it. When December rolls around and I'm down south proper, I like a better setup. It'll be a lot smoother. Yeah, add commercial break. Hell yeah. Yeah, script has been good. I'll say like once main thing is like I'm waiting for that 1K before like I open up like a Discord of some kind. When that happens. Yeah, I'm just trying to like figure stuff out on that side of things. For now, like all of this is just like chill laid back stuff. But I know that once that 1K gets hit, things need to be taken a little bit more seriously. But I still plan for this to just be like mostly laid back stuff. All right, cool. Kickoff returned up past the 25 to about the 26. The also part of it is just time constraints right now. But I'll as the days go on, I'll figure out more with this. Yeah, we're a little more than halfway there, and it's very appreciated. Because while like the actual age of this channel is quite a bit old, because this was a different channel that I rebranded to Quarter Guard, I really like fully committed and started focusing on this only about 2 years ago. We're coming up on 2 years, so the fact that we're at this point in less than 2 years is fantastic. Handoff up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs, gonna get about 5. And that's also without me like treating this how I want to treat it and doing all the stuff I want to with it. Because I've had so much more like ideas planned for like obviously like NBA and NHL stuff related stuff, but I just haven't had the time for it. Goff under center, back behind him. A handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs once again. Gonna get about 2. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, just that like the little like personal touch to all of it. That's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing them. Goff and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. A 3rd and 3. Under 10 minutes to play in the third, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught. That's gonna be a gain of 4. And Amon-Ra St. Brown on the reception to keep the chains moving. Quick throw left side, gonna have room there for Jameson Williams past midfield and up to about the 47. The Lions taking advantage of the Chiefs not lining up properly or not lining up quick enough. When you have someone with the speed of Jameson Williams, you take that advantage anytime you can get. I mean, again, you can turn that whole like AU spin on it to something else in the future, which is nice. Handoff up the middle for Jahmyr Gibbs gets about 2. Like that's how most creative things start in a way. It's like they have stuff that they're inspired by. They lean into just like building stuff off of that, and then eventually they just get morphed into like original ideas. It is a whole like you get so far down the whole like 20 degrees of Kevin Bacon stuff where like everything can be traced back, but you get so far away from that like what's the point of still keeping that theme? Quick throw left side to Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna lose about 2 on this play. Nothing going there. 3rd and long coming up. I'm sure there's a better analogy to make with that, but that's just what came to my mind. Yeah. Goff and shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 3rd and 11 from the 49. Have to get the snap off quick. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off quick throw right side, caught by Jameson Williams, but only gaining a yard. They went back to back quick hitters and just did not work. Yeah, I've had instances of doing stuff similar, but I just don't tend to stick with it consistently. Because I'm always like trying to go from like one idea to the next. Like anything that's like takes a long-winded amount of time, like I always like procrastinate with it. Punt comes off clean, gonna be return fair caught at about the 6. Like again, I've had 2-3 video ideas that are just waiting to be researched for like a year at this point. And I'm like, I'll get to it when I have more time in like December and stuff. Because one of them is is gonna take probably a month to research, or probably about a week now. At this point, I've already done most of it or a good chunk of it. Yeah, and we can thank blame It's all because of Jeff Fisher. The Jeff Fisher years in Tennessee were rough. So were the Ken Whisenhunt years in Tennessee. Those were something. That's a great name. And what's crazy is I could totally see that for for a different style of a Titans fan being Mr. Freak now. That's great. And also, yeah, I could also see where you get the obsessive part of it with Houston because of the whole Oilers thing. And it's so like trying to lash on to that. Yeah, I could that. That makes sense because Nashville is called Smashville, and their hockey team, the Nashville Predators, when the few times they have made the playoffs, but when they make the playoffs, they have a tradition of smashing a car that's designed around the opposing team. So yeah, that makes sense. Handoff up the middle for the first player to drive is going to get about 3 for Kareem Hunt. Oh yeah, one of Nashville's many nicknames is called Smashville, and it's because of their hockey team and then that tradition. But it's again the few times they make the playoffs is always fun. Second and 7, Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. Gonna look to throw. Has some time rolling to his left to buy more. Passing left side, that's incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco. A little behind, a 3rd and 7 coming up. And also with them being like with Nashville being like Music City and like the home of country music and all that. Some of those country stars have very complicated personal lives that get out there way too much. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 7 from their own 10. Looking to throw once again. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught by Travis Kelce. Gets past the 25 to the 27-ish. Yeah. And again, it's that's the great thing with a fandom that that scripted and the coach and all those have. It's just a different interpretations and the different ideas that come with it. It's great. That should not be laughing at that, but that's very fair for Houston. Mahomes gonna take it himself up the middle and gonna slide down for about 2 on first down, so a 2nd and 8 coming up. I mean, yeah, Houston, the Texans as a whole has been, yeah, they're a team that can be summed up with a good chunk of like family trauma in a way. From ownership, from the Bill O'Brien era, the David Carr and Derek Carr stuff. Yeah, there's stuff to be found there surrounding that. Mahomes pass right side going to be short and incomplete. Looking for Brashard Smith. A 3rd and 8 coming up. Under 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Yeah. And that's a fair one. Going back to the whole random quotes amongst friend groups. What? I don't know what my friend just said. That's great. I'm not reading that on stream either. Mahomes looking to throw in 3rd and 8. Gonna step up and try and take it himself. Fighting, going to break off some defenders, but eventually be stonewalled at the 35. Not enough for the first. And you probably don't want to go for it here. So that's going to be a punt. The Lions defense does a good job making a stand. Now can this Lions offense make this game a little bit closer? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. The punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 18. Yeah, spreading that propaganda. Hell yeah. Heading to a commercial break with 3:34 to play in the quarter. Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff that's like similar that I've seen, but I'm not sure if I can. And I know me and one of my friends are planning on, because one of my friends is more like, one of my friends is not really into sports, so he's like on the video game side of things, so he's starting that up. And one of the first games he's doing all that is Hades, and I love Hades and Greek mythology as a whole. So I know he wants to do a video with me with related to that, and like canon and accuracies and whatnot. Because I could talk about Hades all day. That game is great, and Hades 2 has been fun as well. I need to play it again at some point. I just have not been. But that's also something I need to do research on. I got a lot of stuff I want to research. Yeah, because we're both big fans of the game Hades, but he's nowhere near as deep into Greek mythology as I am. But he is a graphic designer, so like he's gonna like talk about the characters and view it that way, and I'm gonna do it from like actual, like, in the myths, this character has this story and all that. So I'm gonna be reading a lot of Greek mythology stories, and I'm so ready for it. On top of, I'm already behind on my book backlog a bit, but that's whatever. Yeah, I was hate toasted. Yeah, it's not great. Anytime the Chiefs are playing well, 90% of the NFL world is like mad about it. I think the Lions can still come back in a way, but they're gonna need their offense to do something here. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Tosin? The Yeah, the Knicks didn't play today. The Nets won. That's something. So did Milwaukee. Goff in shotgun back to his right, two receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Pass left side, caught by David Montgomery, and he has room. Past the 40 and down to the 43, a first down and a whole lot more. Yeah. for most of high school, I had really inconsistent internet, and it pissed me off so much. Because there would just be like random 2-hour stretches where it did not work, and I'm like, what's the point then? Goff looking to throw. Pass right side caught by St. Brown will be enough for a first down. Pass midfield to the 46. Oh, that's why you sent me that? Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, why is he sending me... Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I cannot wait for Inside the NBA to return this year. Yes, it's gonna be like on ESPN and all that, but still. Goff looking to throw in first and 10, pass left side, caught from St. Brown, and gonna get to the 35, a gain of 11 and enough for a first down. Exactly. But also like in the NFL, you don't really need to worry about like quality wins. Whereas like if this was college football, then yeah, that first option would be like a very valid reason. But quality wins don't matter in the NFL. No one's pay attention to those in the playoff seeding. Goff looking to throw in first and 10. Pass right side going to be caught for a gain of roughly 5. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown once again on the reception. Is it an actual book? I was gonna respond with that. If it's an actual book, I might get it and read it just for fun. Fair. The moral support of it all. That's why Miami's one win has still looked terrible this year. A touch pass to Jameson Williams will be enough for a first down as he gets 6. 52 seconds to play in the quarter. Yeah, and bragging rights are always great. It's always fun when you have bragging rights. One more play needed for the end of the quarter at least. Goff under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, ball on the 23. Man in motion, left to right. Goff gonna play action and look to throw. Pass right side, caught by David Montgomery. That's a first down and inside the 10 to the 8. So a first and goal coming up for the Lions. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. Lions down by 10, but ball inside the 10-yard line. Looking to cut into this deficit. We'll see by how much as we get back from commercial break. If Charles Barkley ever makes a memoir, I feel like he is obligated to title it This Ocean Charles. I think he's obligated to do that and make it that cover. There's definitely a world where Josh Allen gets 40 points tomorrow. Against that Falcons team, there's a possibility. And I just need James Cook to get like 50 rushing yards. Which in theory he should, but knowing my luck. Better question. Does Charles Barkley have a book out period right now? Oh, he does. he has 2. Wait, no, 3. He has 3 books. Yeah, true. But to be fair though, the Patriots, seeing him twice a year, they're always a defensive-minded team. They're gonna play him better than a team like Atlanta. Wait, is this a Michael Wilbon book about what is this? Okay, no, it's definitely written by. Also, I love this title. I may be wrong, but I doubt it, by Charles Barkley. That is an A fucking plus title. Hold on. That's the wrong image you copied. It was just coming back from commercial break. I gotta get this figured out then. There we go. This is a. Why is this image so whatever? I don't think Chuck would get through a chapter of Homestuck. Also, Tosin, I'm sending you this book cover. I'm sending you the book cover of Charles Bart. I'm sending it to you too, T Fox. You need to see this. Goff and shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw in first and goal. Pass left side, going to be caught, and inside the 5 is Amon-Ra St. Brown, down to the 4. It's not quite the whole if I did it stuff, but it is up there. That's also a 277 page book. About what? No idea. But it exists. Goff and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left. Looking to throw. Has some time. Pass end zone. Caught by Sam Laporta. Oh my god. Talk about a head top. He just mossed that dude. And the Lions cut it to 6. Yeah, I know the story behind the lawsuit and all of that with that book. It's a story. Yeah, that is one of the book covers. This I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I like how the but is lowercase b, but everything else is capitalized. Extra point from Jake Bates is up and good. It's a 3-point game. Oh yeah, they perfected it, that cover. Like that's exactly what they should have done, and they did it to flying colors. Yeah, this it's the clearly like 20 years younger Charles Barkley headshot. The every word besides the but being in capital, beginning with a capital. Like the whole edited and with an introduction by Michael Wilbon. Like that's a great cover. Charles Barkley, man, he does not miss. I mean, he obviously, like, he. What was his career field goal percentage? Okay. Yeah, career 54% field goal shooter, 26% from three, 73% from the free throw line. Yeah, he's to say he never misses for is not completely accurate, but off the field stuff. I mean, he's a pure comedian, and he does not shy away from it anymore, like he should. Like he fully embraces that, and I respect him for it. Still at commercial break. Next week's Sunday Night Football is Falcons 49ers. All right, that's going to be one of those games. I mean, actually, that could be a good game, but the injuries in San Fran scare me. Kickoff return beginning from the goal line, gets up past the 30 to the 31. All right. That's cool. To showcase the graphic to showcase the Chiefs' bad luck is a roulette table. That's clever. Mahomes under center, back behind him. A handoff left side for Kareem Hunt. Gonna get about 3 up to the 34. No, the Titans did not win. They lost 20 to 10. Yeah. I mean, they defensively they did what they needed to, which is just force a few turnovers, but the offense could not show up. Like the offense didn't show up like they normally would. Mahomes under center, looking to throw in 2nd and 7, and it's gonna be spiked in the dirt. But a roughing the passer will get him the first. That's yeah. I need a replay on that. Roughing the passer against the Lions. That's unfortunate. Aiden Hutchinson called. Let's see this. How bad is this going to be? Okay, he hits him incredibly late. He hits him incredibly late and he hits him high. That's definitely roughing the passer. No, this wouldn't be the week where something like that would happen. It would be against it would be against a slightly worse opponent, where the sabotage comes in against the Shrouds. A toss right side for Xavier Worthy would get past midfield and down to about the 45. All right, 2nd down coming up. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is caught. That's Xavier Worthy. Breaks off 1 tackle and has room down the left side. Pass to 35 into the 31. And just like that, the Chiefs are back into field goal range. If the Lions are going to want to try and mount this comeback, they're going to need to hold them to a field goal. Well, yeah, there's going to be that 1 week of sabotage, and then the Titans will bounce back, and it will just and then it will be unveiled that it didn't mean for it to happen, and they'll go on. Or there might be like 2-3 weeks of suspension being built because Tom likes building suspense. Quick pass right side to Juju Smith-Schuster will get another 1st down for the Chiefs. Now ball on the 21. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Quick throw left side caught from Brashard Smith and going to get past the 15 and be stood up near the 12. We'll see. I think it would depend on if the Titans go on a little bit of a run here or not. So 2nd and 2, Mahomes in shotgun. Gonna hand this off up the middle for Isaiah Pacheco. He gets inside the 10 to the 9. A 1st and goal coming up. This Lions defense has not been showing up tonight. It shows passion towards something, and that's always something I like to see. Handoff right side for Isaiah Pacheco, gets inside the 5 and down to about the 3. It's always good when people have the stuff that they're passionate about. Is what that means. But yeah, I'm excited to see how Tom continues the storylines there. Under 10 minutes to play in the game. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Mahomes under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna roll left and look to throw. Pressure coming, and he's gonna throw this one away incomplete. I mean, to some they do view it that way, but that's never a good way to think about stuff like that. Because, like, there's not a lot of people that that can point towards one specific thing and be like, I care about this like hobby or whatever a lot. But you need something like that to like take the mind off of the day-to-days and the boringness that it can be. 3rd and goal, pass right side, caught by a wide open Hollywood Brown, and the Chiefs re-extend this lead with about 9.5 to play, and 9.5 to play in the game. Best friend chaos duo, just like SpongeBob and Patrick. Can you count those as chaos duo? Or I guess like modern depictions of Tom and Jerry have done that best friend team up stuff. Extra point is up and good. Honestly, Tom and Jerry dynamic for the Titans and Texans. That could be something. Head to a commercial break. Oh, Blue Jays fans are crazy. That is someone at this Mariners Blue Jays game is wearing a crazy shirt. It's like a commercial break. Oh yeah, that would be peak as well. Again, there's a ton of different ways that those two's relationship can go, and I think it would all work out pretty well. In part because Tom is just a great writer for, like, he's too talented. Yeah, because that's an easy person to add to that after what happened last year with all of it. I mean, like, he's a great cinematographer. He's a great writer. Dude was a great teacher, and I still kind of want him to do more of those PowerPoint live streams. Those were fun. He's a ball knowledge. He got good ball knowledge. He knows what he's talking about. Like, dude. Kickoff could be on the way here soon. Kickoff can be returned up to about the 25. No, I don't think they would have willingly, but that's why. But that's why the fact that they had that unwillingness to work together, that has now turned into what it has. We're gonna see. We're gonna see it go in a direction where they either play off of that or they just really hone into what's going on now. That's why I also think. That's why I think like a sabotage angle could work. You have a team like, I think the question would be what team would do it, and I just cannot think of that right now. But you get a team that has, like, good history with the Titans, not great history with the Texans, and you kind of like have them poke the elbow into it. And 9:25 to play in the game. Gonna need a drive here. Goff under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off to Gibbs. Going to spin his way for a loss of 3. Couldn't shake off the initial tackle. Second and long coming up. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're jealous of the friendship with the Titans and Texans. There's a reason why I'm not a writer. Obviously, I'm just thinking of chaos mainly. But there's ways to weave it in there. Pass left side going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown up past the 25 to the 26. A 3rd and 10 coming up. Maybe they're jealous of it, or maybe like they view that friendship as in a different way than what it actually is, and they just think that and just go from there. Yeah. Dolphin shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Goff escapes 1 sack, but can't escape anymore. He's brought down at the 21. And that's a big time play for this Chiefs defense. That's going to be a 3 and out. And the Lions are forced to punt. That could be it. Or it could be that Jacksonville, misses the whole, hey, we used to play on Thursday Night Football a lot type of mentality that the Titans had. There's definitely ways to handle it. I'm just not sure exactly what that way would be that make it make complete sense. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 30. Up past the 35, trying to bounce it left side and has room. The 45 past midfield and brought down finally. Oh, but ball came loose. They're ruling him down by contact, and if so, it will be Chiefs ball near the plus 47. But if that gets ruled a fumble, it would be Lions ball. So we'll see. As it currently stands as the great return. No, yeah, he's down. He's down. See, it's that duality of everything. And you know with Tom, no matter which direction he chooses, he's gonna do it really well. So it's like I'm just here for the ride of whatever the storyline takes it. Yep, so that commercial break. If the Chiefs get in the end zone again, that could be it. But how many different fighting games are being released? Yeah, that would be the key thing of like it's like it's a genuine miss, like a genuine a genuine feeling of doing wrong that the Texans would need if a sabotage happens. Whereas they're like generally confused and generally like concerned and like questioning everything. If you're gonna do a sabotage, you need it to be like a proper sabotage. I mean, there is also the cliche of the Titans just walk into a room while the Texans are having a conversation with someone else and they mishear something. That would be a cheap way of doing it, but that is a way. Handoff up the middle to Isaiah Pacheco would get about 5. Yeah, but 2nd and 5 coming up. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion left to right. Play clock winding down. They're going to hand this off to Pacheco right side. He's going to get a yard, maybe 2. That's true as well, yeah. Mahomes alone in shotgun on 3rd and 3. Gonna motion someone towards the backfield as Mahomes will look to throw. Quick pass over the middle, caught by Kelsey. Pass to 35 to the 34. Yeah, an Avatar: The Last Airbender fighting game is crazy. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. back to his left, motioning someone towards the backfield. Going to hand this off to Pacheco up the middle, and has room past the 30 to the 29. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Under 5 minutes to play in the game. Yeah, the injuries to this Lions secondary, they showed up today. This is a tough one. This is a great win for the Chiefs, man. Quick throw left side, going to be caught by Brashard Smith. Going to get about 4. All right, 3rd and 1. Under 4 minutes to play. Yeah, this is a killer of a drive that the Chiefs are building here. Mahomes in shotgun, back behind him, a tight end in the backfield to the right. Going to give this up the middle to Pacheco, and that's another first down. Breaks off one tackler, gets to the 16. Sorry, that was Kareem Hunt on the carry, and he gets the Chiefs into the red zone at the 16. With under 3.5 to play, the Lions are going to start calling timeouts. Yeah. The Titans are fun. And it's also great because the Titans aren't a team at the current state where there's any reason to really hate them. So you can just ride with anything surrounding Tennessee and be like, yeah, this is fun. This is nice. Now, obviously, if the Titans were like all of a sudden dominating and have been for a few years, then obviously things would be written differently and play out differently. But as they said, I'm actively rooting for Tennessee to have success in the near future. One, because I like Cam Ward and I like Alec Alamaner, who are two of the era. So I want to see them succeed. But also, it's like they're like, for as much as I kind of don't like their current branding as the Titans, it's still nice to see that branding on a bigger stage than what it currently is. In part because of their ties to the Oilers, but still. You would think that, but there would still be communication issues. Like with how those characters are written, there would still be conversation communication issues. Because even that initial like being like, hey, I don't when I speak it's very direct. The Titans would still find a way to misinterpret that. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. We're getting more like looks at the Absolute Batman stuff, which I've been keeping up with. That is actually fucking awesome that they made Absolute Catwoman's Tale a long magazine for an ooze. That's great. Handoff up the middle for Kareem Hunt is going to get about 2. And the Lions will call their second time out. One sec. Go. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a fair reasoning. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 8 is going to get about 2 once again, and the Lions will call their final timeout. Yeah, but that's a fair hit. That's a fair headcanon. We go into a commercial break as well. Oh, the Seattle Mariners took game 1. Okay. I really hope that series goes 7. I think that would be a great series. All right, about 3 minutes to play in this one. No, yeah, don't apologize. I'm so cool with it. Again, and at the end of the day, like this is just a hangout spot to watch football. I don't care what I don't care how off target conversations go. Because at the end, like things are gonna naturally bring back to the game at some point anyway. Yeah, still like commercial break. Yeah, I feel. Oh hell yeah, T Fox. Hell yeah. So what? That makes you what 1-2 on the season? Oh yeah, there's a ton of like things I'm interested in. That I'm just like you know if you can try to tell someone, but in the most part you just end up rambling about stuff that you're just like, that yeah. If you would have gotten swept by a Selgor, I would have laid it into you because that would have been another bug type to sweep you. 3rd and 6, Mahomes gets sacked back at the 15. All right, so the Lions defense does their job a bit. Gonna keep this a 2-score game. 1-2 with a +1. Okay, that's not bad. How many more weeks are left in that season? Isn't there like 7? Probably should keep up with the PPFC a bit more, but I have not cared about Pokemon like that in years. Harrison Butker on for the 33-yard field goal try, but first the Chiefs will call a timeout with 2:29 to play in the game. They just focus on killing clock. There's only 9 weeks on the season. I would think there'd be a 10-week season for that. Oh yeah, the Lions play the Buccaneers next week. That's Monday Night Football. It's gonna be a great game. That's that's very fair. I'm in that very similar boat. I can ramble to my dad about like football and comics and some stuff, but if I try to dive deep into like other interests, nah. That's where friends like T Fox come in. Field goal kick is up and good. Yeah. I mean, that's not something that, that's not something that's like expected to be known, really. I think, I always just do math to figure out their age. Yeah, like, that's just like, if you have a good, like, area of a guess, then you're fine. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Gets up past the 25 to about the 27. Yeah. It's like, yeah, parents' age. It's like, yeah, you can maybe should know that, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world either. All right, no timeouts remain for the Lions. Down by 13. Goff and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna need something shy of a miracle here. Goff looking to throw. Gonna be a free play. Pass over the middle, caught from Sam Laporta. Going to fight his way and gets 9. Yep, offsides on the Chiefs. Penalty will be declined. It's 2nd and 1 coming up. As Goff looks to throw in 2nd and 1. Pressure coming. Escapes it to his left and just going to throw this one left side. Are they ruling out a fumble? No, incomplete there, okay. All right. So 3rd and 1. Yeah, because whenever I'm about to go on like a ramble of like an interest with even with anyone really, I kind of like that. I kind of like setting up a preference for it, so like related back to like a different conversation. That way, like there's like a more basis of reference for it. 3rd and 1, pass left side is gonna be incomplete, off the mark. So this is the game right here. 2:03 to play, a 4th and 1. Lions need to convert if they want to keep their game hopes alive. Goff and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Sanding man in motion right to left. Play clock winding down. Goff looking to throw. Chiefs send 4. Has some time. Pass right side is incomplete. Jameson Williams couldn't hang on. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. But the Lions have no timeouts. And the Chiefs have ball well into field goal range. So all they need to do is need this one out, but first an obligatory commercial break. Well, yeah, but like for like in general things, I always like setting a foundation for a conversation in some way. There's obviously those moments where like I find something random like when I'm scrolling or like when I'm scrolling Twitter or whatever, and I reference it immediately. But for the most part, I'm like, I like for the most part, like there's just like some foundation to stuff. Yep, at commercial break. This game is all but over at this point. Oh, Matthew Stafford passed Dan Marino for career passing yards today. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, obviously, but that's just a personal thing. That too as well. Definitely, that's a thing where like yeah, that's a big thing. Where like there's certain people you go to for certain topics or certain just conversations in general, either just for fun or the more serious stuff. And that's everyone has that kind of stuff. Like different friend groups for different things. The whole like friend group A is this style. Friend group B is that like those are abundant, and it's nice to have. It's nice to have those different differentiation whatever those differences. Yeah, and also like trying to turn a conversation like that into like an older context or like an older generation can understand it. It doesn't always translate the same. So it might come off differently in that degree. So oh, I can only imagine what Tumblr can bring. As the Chiefs are beginning the process of kneeing this one down, they need to do it once more. Yep. Oh yeah, no, that's that's definitely something that stays within a friend group. But that's the beauty of having the friend groups is you have stuff that's you have those inside jokes, those inside references that are beautiful. All right, there's the final knee down. And what a win for the Chiefs. Not only did they win, but they borderline dominated. That second half was a great second half for Kansas City. Like just an all around what the there is a massive scuffle happening here. What is what? What's happening? Oh yeah, there is a full blown fight happening. Holy shit! Isaiah Pacheco is getting in with it with someone, and then so yeah, a Chiefs staff member got involved. It seems. What happened there? That came out of nowhere. I couldn't even tell what Lion player it was. I couldn't see his number. But that member of the Lions is gonna get suspended for sure. One because post game scuffle is never like allowed. He would get fined for that for definitely. But then he gets a staff member involved. That's that yeah. That's gonna be a suspension. You have Brian Branch leaving Mahomes hanging. You have Juju talking shit. Oh, that's what it was. That's it. That is crazy. Brian Branch walked straight up to Juju Smith-Schuster and just smacked the shit out of him. Oh, Brian Branch is gonna get suspended for sure. What? What? Why? Why Juju of all players? What do we do? What? He leaves Mahomes hanging, goes straight to Juju Smith-Schuster, smacks the shit out of him, and then gets swarmed by like 10 different Chiefs players and a staff member. Just out of nowhere. What? That is one way to end Sunday Night Football. I do not know what to say about that. Besides, I'm expecting Brian Branch to get at least a suspension, a game suspension and a fine. Mainly because you cannot make contact. You cannot be in a fight with a team staff member. That's just not allowed. But with that note and that scuffle and that happening, that'll be it for me tonight. 3 games, 3 successful streams. I appreciate everyone stopping by. I'll be live tomorrow night with Bills and Falcons at about 7:15, I believe, is that game kickoff. Stream will be scheduled about an hour before, or 2 hours before. Yep, I'll be live tomorrow to wrap up week 6. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. See you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.